Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's pre-meet interview. I'm here with head men's and women's track coach Anthony Drealan. Coach and his track squad will be heading down to Wayne State to participate in one of their first outdoor meets of the year. So, Coach, indoor season just literally finished up a few weeks ago, and now you're already back into full swing with outdoor stuff. What should we be looking for in this outdoor season?
Well, we have a lot that I think is going to be really successful. Chance to go to nationals and do really well at the conference championships. Probably the big things that are different from indoor to outdoor is the throwing events is one.
Mm-hmm.
We had two different throwing events: the discus and the hammer throw, and the javelin as well. And the shot put is obviously carried over. And we have a big group of throwers. We have some throwers that really lean heavily into the hammer and to the discus. So that's an area where I think, we even get better to the outdoor season from the indoor season as well. The multi-athletes that we have, if you look at Trojan Roberts, who was All-American, and some of our other athletes who were scoring well in the conference, their events, the men, go up to the decathlon, so they have 10 different events to train for, and the women go to the heptathlon, so 7 different events they have to train for. So that's another big difference, some area that we're really expecting some big points in the conference championships, and again, hopefully getting back to the national championships. And then in the distance running world, we have the marathon and outdoor nationals.
I saw that, yeah.
And so we currently have 4 athletes qualified for that, and so we'll have a big contingent in there as well. So those are some of the big changes from indoor and outdoor. But from a training standpoint, from how we're looking in the conference, a lot of the same athletes are going to be doing really well. And similarly, the other little wrinkle we have is several basketball athletes that we add, and so that's going to be some great additions to our team in the sprints and mid-distance areas and stuff like that. And so just excited for all those things coming up here as we start off the season.
Well, like you said, we got lucky with some super nice weather lately. How have you guys been taking advantage of that weather?
Oh, we've been getting outside as much as possible, so it's been great to get out on the track and be able to throw outdoors and everything with that, and so you got to get used to the wind again, that's spring track in the Midwest, and so that's been always a challenge, but honestly it's great to get outdoors and be going into outdoor track, and especially as we get into mid-April and the weather gets really nice, there's nothing better than being at a meet all day and watching athletes do great.
So last little fun question for you. So what is your favorite thing to do outside of being a coach and running?
That's the bulk of what I do, but I'd be remiss, if I didn't say something about hanging out with the family and doing that sort of stuff. So we look forward to doing some camping and hiking, this summer. That's probably the fun stuff that we generally do. We took our 2 kids to Colorado camping last summer, and they were 4 and 1.5 at the time, and they did great. We drove out there and we did some great hikes. Our 4-year-old did like a 5-mile hike. So
good for him.
So hopefully he's got some endurance genetics and in the blood. So that's the sort of stuff that we do other than the house fixing stuff that my wife has us do. So I know.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Coach. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to come answer a few questions for us. The track meet down in Wayne State will take place on Friday and Saturday, where the Trojans will compete. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.